Good evening, and welcome to another Cab 7 live stream. I hope that a lot of people show up tonight for this live stream. You notice that my camera's off. It'll be on here in just a couple minutes, so bear with me. Tonight I want to talk about a topic, once again, that's not so easy to talk about, and how it affects people's lives. Oh, yeah. Many of you are going to be able to relate to this topic tonight. Give me just a minute, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. I want you to check out the title here in the next 30 seconds. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, man. Okay. Check out the title. Check out that title. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. For some, it's not going to be easy to hear what's going to be said tonight for those people that be coming up on the panel and talking about it. It is a serious issue. It can destroy lives. It destroys families. I know what it's like. I've been there. If you could all share with me right now, share this live stream out there, all right? Can you share this live stream out there? I'd appreciate it. Control C. I'm going to go ahead and share it out right now with my friends. Control V. Control V. This live stream was inspired by someone that I watched this evening on YouTube. I ain't going to tell you who it is. But because of a particular live stream that I watched this evening, I felt that it was only right for me to talk about this topic. And trust me, I'm a professional at it. I have been there. I am a recovering alcoholic of 13 plus years. And I've always said it doesn't matter how much time you have behind you in being sober. What matters is that you're sober today. You're sober today. And I truly believe in that. Let me go ahead and share this on Twitter. Share it on Twitter. Live now. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. There we go. I think I got it all set up. There we go. I want to thank all of you for being here, and I hope that you continue to share this live stream out with all your friends. Please, it's an important topic tonight, all right? Some of us know of alcoholics out there. Some of our friends are alcoholics, right? Some of our friends are alcoholics. Some of our families are alcoholics. You might be an alcoholic yourself. You might be a recovering alcoholic like me. All of us know someone that is an alcoholic. There's no doubt about it. And we see what it has done to that person or person's lives. Some people drink alcohol and they become very angry, very disturbed attitude. And then there's others that drink and they're lots of fun and they party, lots of happiness and joy, life of the party. And then there's those that drink and they become very sad, depressed, and they talk about all the sad things that have happened in their lives and they want simply someone to talk to about all of that stuff. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you. I watched a live stream late this afternoon, and I've watched this live streamer a few times. And because of this live streamer, I sat here at my workbench and I went, you know what? I need to do a live stream of my own about this very topic, alcoholism. Boy, it was a part of shaping my life to the person I am today. I can look back and remember all those things that I did, not only to myself, but other people from that past. Alcohol took over my life. It was more powerful than me. I fell victim to the drink. Man, do I remember. It took control of me. As a social drinker, I had to be at bars all the time. So I'd go to the veteran bar. And that's where I hung out from happy hour all the way until closing. 7 nights a week. 7 nights a week. And that is no exaggeration. 7 nights a week, I was at that bar. I was a part of the dart league, a part of the bowling league. And everyone that I hung out with, everyone that I hang out with also had a problem with alcohol. So I suppose I was with those like-minded people. I felt like I was in a family. And some of those people in the family were professional. Whoa, professionals. Professional jobs, professional careers, right? Some of them were unemployed, some on disability. So it was a wide variety of people that I hung out with that were alcoholics. And it never really mattered how much money that one person made compared to that person that was on disability, right? And drew a check once a month. It didn't matter. What mattered is that we came together and we could have a good time. But you bring a whole bunch of attitudes together, a whole bunch of personalities together with different attitudes, and things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. I was the life of the party. I looked forward to going to the bar every night. I was excited because it was all that was on my mind. I knew who was going to be there. I knew who was going to be there, and I looked forward to it. A lot of times I had to get a ride down to the bar. I had to get a ride. I have my own vehicle, but I had to get a ride down to the bar. My best friend was the bartender. Wow. How convenient is that? So I'd take a ride with my best friend down to the bar where he was the bartender, and I would get all the free drinks I wanted. Ooh. Now, to an alcoholic, wow, you couldn't ask for better than that. Anything top shelf? Oh, yeah, it was mine. But my favorite drink was the rum and coke. Rum and coke. Oh, yeah. It's been just over 13 years since I've had one of them. And I can still think about it and how good that tasted to me. Wow. It was tradition for me to go ahead and get my buzz on, right? To get my buzz on before I went to the bar. Because if there was by some slim chance that I'd have to pay for my drinks, I wanted to make sure that I already had a buzz at home. Save a little bit of money on what those drinks cost up on the top shelf. Wow. That person, Ben, back then, is not much different than the person of today. Still the same person. I try to make people laugh. And I say I try, okay? It's subjective, I suppose. I would make people laugh or try to. I had to be the life of the party. Hey, notice me, notice me. I'm right here. And people noticed me because I'd make a damn fool of myself in the bar every single night. Some people didn't want to hang out with me because I was like over the top. Boy, I would talk like a truck driver when I stepped up inside that bar. I would. F this, F that, mother effing this. GD this, GD that. How you doing, you MFer? uh, everyone knew me for my language. Everyone knew me for my language. And by the end of the night, I hated it. I hated that the bar was going to come to a close because I still wanted to party on. Why did the bar have to close? So I'd get home and I would find something to eat and then go to bed. Many times I found myself crying because the alcohol made me very sensitive. So I'd cry to my partner, "Oh, poor me. My life sucks. My life sucks. I have no direction." Just like clockwork. 5 o'clock in the evening, I'm getting excited. Be down the bar by 6 o'clock p.m. Happy hour for 2 hours. Happy hour. Slam them down, drink as many as you can while the prices are still cheap, and be fucked up by 8 o'clock at night. When the regular crowd would come in, music would start playing. We had a DJ, a lot of dance music. I was in my realm, surrounded by people that I thought were my friends. They never really were. We just had something in common. We were alcoholics. How some people manage their lives is beyond me. I don't know how they did it. Professional careers. How they did it is beyond me. So tonight I want to talk about an important topic, and it affects a lot of us. The alcoholic in you. And I know there's some people out there watching this live stream right now, and you're going, wow, this guy is talking about me. I'm that social drinker. I'm the one that needs to be around people all the time. I need to be out partying. I want to be socially accepted. And maybe if I drink alcohol, they'll put me in that mood, that personality where people accept me. Only to find out the following morning, do you realize what you were saying to people last night? Do you realize how nasty you were? Do you realize how drunk you were last night and what you were doing? Why? What happened? I did what? I ended up losing friends because of my attitude, the way I acted. People didn't want to be around me because by the end of the night, I was so fucking sad. I was so sad and so depressed, and people got tired of hearing my story. Ben's going to talk about the same old thing, about the same old thing, how he doesn't have any friends. His relationship sucks. We already know the story, Ben. We don't want to hear it again. We don't want to hear it again. I can't hang around with you no more. Well, I'm going to try to quit drinking. I'm going to try to quit drinking. You say that every night. You say it every night. You say you want to quit drinking. You want to change your life. But then the following night, you come down and you do the same damn thing. You're the life of the party at 6 o'clock. And by the end of the evening, you're a downer. And then you're wondering why you're losing friends and no one wants to hang out with you. We know you all too well, Ben. We know you all too well. There was one particular night that I thought should have changed my life. It should have changed my life, but it didn't. Let me explain to you what happened when I walked out of that veterans bar one night. I drove down to the bar. Chevy pickup truck, step side, had a big full-size pickup camper on her over the cab type. You know what I'm saying? I'm parked in front of the courthouse. Bar closes. No one says nothing to me because I'm drunk as all hell. And I walk out of that bar and I walk across the street and I see my pickup truck. And I get inside my truck right in front of the courthouse. That's where I'm parked, right in front of the courthouse. I've got a 4x4. I don't know what the hell happened. I have no idea what the hell happened. Now, envision this. You got a full-size pickup camper on a Chevy step side, okay, 1500. I ended up putting it in four-wheel drive. It's the summertime. No reason to be putting it in four-wheel drive, especially in a downtown area. What the hell? I put it in four-wheel drive and I put it into drive. And up onto that sidewalk, right there in front of the courthouse, a courthouse sidewalk, I drove up onto it. And one by one, as I drove down that sidewalk, I knocked out all those parking meters, a whole mess of parking meters. Bam, 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 bam. Knocked them out. Mind you, it's about 2:30 in the morning in a small town, pretty dead. I bounce off the sidewalk out onto the street, the main street, and I start driving in what I think is my direction home. I knock out a state sign. Bam! There it goes. Drive a little bit more. Bam! I knocked out a city sign. Whoa. And then I drove through the hedge in front of 7-Eleven, knocked out the whole damn hedge. Wham, the whole thing. And about 2 hours later, I get home, which in all reality was only about 1.75 miles away from the bar. It took me that long to get home. So if you can only imagine, I was only driving a couple miles per hour, maybe about 5 miles per hour. Took me almost 2 hours to get home. I have no idea what the hell happened. So I get home to my apartment, walk up the steps, go up inside like normal, and I grab something to eat. So I'm sitting at the dining room table there in the kitchen, and all of a sudden the doorbell, bing, bong. Who the hell is at my door at 4:30 in the morning? Who the hell's at my door? So I'm feeling good. And I go over the door and I look out the peephole and I go, oh, a couple cops. So I open up the door. Can I help you? And a couple cops said, Are you Ben? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's me. Why? What's going on? We got a complaint that you did this, and this in the downtown area. What? Couldn't have been me. Well, it wasn't me. Well, we want to show you something. Okay. You want to step outside? No. Well, we want to show you something. Okay. So down the stairs we went and out into the parking lot, and they showed me my Chevy 1500 4x4 pickup truck, short box, step side, with a full-size camper on it. That's my truck. Uh-huh. Why don't you take a look at the front of your pickup truck right now? We don't know how you made it home. The whole front end of it was smashed in. That night, I got a lecture from 2 police officers. We don't know how you made it home, and we don't know how you didn't kill anyone tonight. I suppose at the time, it didn't affect me so much because the alcohol was more powerful than my thought process, okay? I got a DUI, and well deserved. And I caused a lot of damage in that town that night, and I didn't kill anyone. I went to court and I was fined. You're not going to believe this. I was fined $25. My best friend was with me, the bartender. $25. And I lied my ass off in court. I did. I lied my ass off. And how the judge didn't think this is a cockamamie story, how I described what had happened. I said, you know what? I lit up a cigarette, Judge. Honest as all. Get out. Okay, I'm not kidding. There's people sitting in the benches behind me, okay, waiting for their court cases to come up next. So I've got an audience of people behind me while I'm telling this cockamamie story to the judge. So I'm standing in front of the judge. I said, I lit up a cigarette. How many drinks did you have? 2. Wow, that was bullshit. 2. Okay, not a problem. I lit up a cigarette, Judge. He said, okay, what does that have to do anything? I said, well, let me explain. I lit up a cigarette and somehow I ended up on the sidewalk and knocked out the parking meters because I dropped my cherry in my lap. So I'm trying to get the cherry out of my lap, and somehow I find myself on the sidewalk knocking out all those parking meters. He said, okay, I can understand that. I'm not kidding. I'm not, this story is real. I'm not kidding. He said, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, I'm pulling the wool over this judge's eyes. He said, okay, I can understand that. He said, let me ask you, how did you knock out the state sign and the city sign? I said, well, I thought I had the cherry out and I started smelling smoke and I didn't have it out. So I was frantic and I was trying to put it out and somehow I must have knocked out the city sign and the state sign. Okay, I can believe that. No problem. How did you knock out the whole hedge in front of 7-Eleven? I said, I still saw smoke down at the footboard. And so I tried putting it out with my foot. Frantically trying to put out that cherry. Oh, okay. Did you get it out? Yes, I got it out. And you made it home. Okay. So there's people in the courtroom listening to this cockamamie story I just said. God must have been watching out over me because the damage I caused to that town easily had to have added up to 100,000. Easily. $25 fine. That was it. That was it. Done. Over. It was a few years later that I moved to Virginia Beach, Virginia. And it was then that I learned my lesson. I was in the bar having a good time, and I came out to my car, and I fell asleep in my car. I had an Eldorado Cadillac. And it was cold out that night, I recall, in Virginia Beach. And so I'm warming up the car, and I fall asleep because I am so damn tired. And I fell asleep with the car going on, okay? The car just sitting out in the parking lot. And then all of a sudden, tap, tap, tap on my window. And I don't know how many times they had to do that before I finally woke up. And I'm looking over and, oh, fuck. It's a cop. So I rolled down my window. Yes? Can I help you, officer? Uh, turn off the car, please. Please step out of the car. What I do? I didn't do nothing. Sir, you need to turn off the car and step outside the car, please. Okay. This is after showing my registration and my driver's license and my insurance. I had all that, all legitimate, all up to date. He could smell alcohol on my breath. And I had to do the sobriety test. So I had to do all these funny tricks, try to go in a straight line. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm trying to do the straight line test. Nose. And I'm thinking I'm doing excellent. I am walking straight. I'm walking straight. Oh, I wish I would have had a video on that. What a fool. All right, sir. I'm going to have to arrest you for DUI. What? I wasn't driving. I was just trying to sober up and warm up in my car. And I fell asleep. Sir, I'm going to give you a DUI for drinking while driving while intoxicated. I wasn't driving. But because I had the keys in the ignition, the car was on, I got driving while under the influence. Oh, shit. I sure did. So I was going to have to take this course that lasted, I think it was 6 or 8 weeks. I can't remember exactly. It's been a long, long time ago. 6 or 8 weeks that I have to take this course. My driver's license was suspended. All right. My driver's license was suspended. Now, I could still drive, but I can only drive to doctor's appointments, okay, to the VA hospital. That's all I could do. Drive to my appointments for the VA. And it said on my driver's license, restricted, okay, restricted. So cops know what that means. And they got a report on me. So I went to the course for 6 or 8 weeks. And before you went into that classroom, you had to do this breathalyzer test. I recall it all too well. Boy, some people failed. They didn't even have to blow on that damn thing, all right? Just by them walking in the room all fucked up, you knew they were drunk. And of course, they were taken to jail. That's just the way it was. You were taken to jail immediately. We were all warned about that when this class had started. So I passed the test. I passed the course, and I did everything that I was supposed to do. My license was suspended for a whole year. Oh, God. I paid a fine. Back then, it was my first offense for a DUI. $1,000. Suspended license in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It woke me up. It woke me up. Because it brought me back to that time that I had the first encounter with the judge where I could have killed someone. I don't know how I was so fortunate that I didn't kill anyone that one particular night. And so I made a conscious decision, because I tried so many times before and failed at it, that I was going to quit drinking. I know that it was messing up my life. I knew it was. I just didn't want to admit it to anyone. I was Billy Badass. Ain't no alcohol going to mess up my life. Although I didn't have much left. So I made a conscious decision. I said, enough is enough. I've lost everything in my life. My parents are pissed off at me. They wanted me to go get help. Go get help. Go get help. I lost most of my friends. Most of them. They got tired of me, and I don't blame them. Old Ben, the drunk. The end of my relationship, that ended. I messed that up. I lost everything. Because alcohol was more powerful than me. Alcohol was more powerful than me. And I didn't want to admit it. I was supposed to be the badass, Billy Badass, that could outdrink anyone, that could outparty anyone, to be the funniest guy out there. And it was all lies. I needed to straighten up my life. It's pretty bad when your family says, you know what, we don't want to have nothing to do with you. And at the time, I didn't realize it was their way of showing tough love to me, that somehow I'd have to straighten myself up if I wanted my family back. Somehow I'd have to straighten myself up. How bad did I want it? How bad did I want my family back? I had to file bankruptcy because I lost everything. And that's embarrassing. You find yourself up in a courtroom in front of a whole bunch of people. They're there for the same reason that you are, right? Bankruptcy court. During my drinking days, I didn't think about how I was going downhill. It was the people that cared about me watched me go downhill. They watched it. It was like watching a real slow movie. I was fucking up my life, and I didn't even realize it. So I did straighten up my life. I did. Straighten up my life. And I made my decision 13 years ago that enough was enough. I'm tired of fucking up my life and having nothing. If some of you recall, January of this year, 2019, I was expecting a gift from a friend. I went to all the AA programs. I went to a few Al-Anon programs too. But I was dedicated going to AA for probably about 3, 4 years. And I was totally into it because it was a social interaction. I love being social. And I love being around a lot of people. I heard a lot of stories that were a lot like mine. People that fucked up their lives because alcohol of them. They were powerless to this terrible fucking addiction. So it was January 1st, 13 years ago, that I gave it all up. It was the first day of the rest of my life. So a very good friend of mine unexpectedly said, "Man, I've got a gift for you." And it should be in the mail there right around the 1st of January, 2019. Okay, what are you sending me? I ain't going to tell you. But all I got to say is that I'm proud of you. Okay, proud of me for what? And it's a very general statement. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. So that gift is inside this little pouch. And inside this little pouch is a lot of memories of my past, my parents, my best friends, accomplishments in my life are all inside this pouch, which I wear upon my body 24/7. The only time this comes off my body is when I'm taking a shower. Otherwise, it's on me when I sleep, when I'm awake, no matter where I go, it's there. So out of this pouch, what I'm going to show you, and I've showed this many times before, but for that one person out there that's watching right now, this program. This is a choice I decided to make for myself, that one day I would quit drinking alcohol. I wasn't going to let it take control of my life anymore. So I look what's in my hand right now, and it reminds me every day of how important it is to be sober. So my friend sent me this medallion. Let's see, there you go, 13 years. Sent me this medallion. What a gift, because no one had ever done something like that for me before. And as you look at the bottom, you see a word, recovery. I am Ben, and I am a recovering alcoholic today. And that's what matters. On the back of this medallion is a prayer, and it comes on all these medallions. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get her to come in. Hold on. Hold on. That's going to fight with me. There you go. Write that. Some of you might recognize this prayer. I know it verbatim because I've said it so many times in my life for 13 years. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I simply can't change. The courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Wow. Wow. How important is it for you? How important is it for you to want to quit this addiction that's taken over your life like it took over mine? How important? How far do you have to go? How much do you got to lose before you finally wake up when you're in the gutter? You're at the bottom of the valley. How far do you have to go? How important is it to you to say to yourself, I want this to be the first day of the rest of my life? Because let me tell you something. For 13 years, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. How many times have I been tempted to want to pick up that first drink? How many times when I was stressed out and depressed over these 13 years did I want to pick up a bottle of rum, bring it home, pour some Coke into it, and go for it. Because all it would have taken in those 13 years is one drink for me to go back to the life that I used to have. And I'm serious. That's all it would take. One. And to lose everything that I worked so hard for to get to the point where I'm at right now. One. And that is the truth. "13 years of building everything back up again, my credit, a relationship, a roof over my head." Excuse me. A roof over my head, food in my stomach, and clothes on my back, right? A vehicle to drive. How important was it for me? I've always said, I don't care. I don't care how many years of sobriety you got. I don't care. I don't care. What's important is that you're sober today, because that's what matters. That's all you've got. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. You're living right now. Can you say that you're sober? Can you say that you're sober today? Because if you can, then it means that it is important to you. But it's a life choice that you decide to make. It's a choice that you decide to make. I made that choice 13 years ago. I don't want to go back to that old life, because all it would take is one drink right now and I would be back there again. It ain't worth it. Not to me, it ain't. So to that one person out there that's watching this, took me 13 years to be where I'm at right now. 13 years. And it's a struggle every day. No one said that it was going to be easy, okay? No one said that it was going to be easy. But you got to try to be more powerful than your addiction. So I put this back in my little pouch. And it goes back in my pocket like it always does. And any time that I'm ever tempted, all I simply have to do is reach my hand into my pocket to remind me that there is a medallion with 13 years on it. I want to bring people up on my panel tonight, okay? I want to bring people up here. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story. You might be that person right now tonight that's probably drinking. I ain't going to judge no one, okay? I ain't going to judge no one. You may have not accepted yet that you're an alcoholic. You may have not accepted that. I'm just a part-time drinker. Just a part-time drinker. Do you need it? Can you go without it? Well, no, I look forward to it every day. Well, if you need it, you're an alcoholic. If you need it, right? It is an addiction. It's a need. It's a want. You might be out, that person right now watching this live stream, drunk as all hell. I know what it's like. I've been there, done that. I know what it's like. You've thought about quitting drinking. You have many a times, and you've probably tried many a times and failed at it. Hey, I'm the king of failure when it comes to that. 100 times at least 100. I failed. And then one day I woke up. And it might take that one day for that person that's watching this live stream right now. It might take that one day for you to wake up, just like it did me. And it's where you make a conscious decision to yourself today and say, enough is enough. I want to change my life. But you got to want it as bad as I did, okay? You got to want it bad. Make being sober an addiction, okay? Make being sober an addiction. It was a live streamer late this afternoon that inspired me to do this live stream. And to watch that live stream, I saw myself in a mirror. I did. I saw myself in a mirror. You might have to lose everything before you finally say, I'm done. I'm done. And I want to change my life. If you want to come up on my panel, if you are a recovering alcoholic, if you are an admitted alcoholic that's still drinking, I want to bring you up on the panel. I don't care if you come up on my panel and you got a rum and coke in your hand and you're drinking and we're talking. I don't care. Let's talk about it, because tonight's topic is the alcoholic in you. No one's going to be judged that's coming up on this panel tonight. No one. No one deserves to be judged. You'll be accepted just as you are. And if anyone judges anyone that comes up on my panel to share their experience tonight, you'll be warned one time. But if you continue, you're out of here. I will not put up with people judging other people because of their addiction, because of their weakness. All right? I'm serious. I won't put up with it. You may be that recovering alcoholic tonight. You might be that alcoholic that hasn't found recovery yet. You might be that person that is a family member, a friend of. You might be the spouse. You might be the child of someone. Any of you are invited to come up on my panel. Share your experience with me. Let's talk about it. Because when you come up here and talk about your experience tonight, whether you're a kid of a parent, whether you're the spouse of a loved one, when you share your story tonight, you could be helping someone out there that's watching this live stream. You could be their inspiration, all right? You could be their inspiration tonight simply by sharing your story. So I encourage you to come up on my panel. You'll be okay, all right? You'll be all right. I ain't going to bitch at you. I ain't going to judge you. I'm going to embrace you that you took the courage to come up here and talk about it, all right? If you could all keep sharing this out, I'd really appreciate it. It's an important night tonight. It's an important night, and it's worth sharing out there, out on YouTube and all the other social medias, okay? It's worth it. Don't you think so? Help me out. Please share this out. All of us are affected by alcoholism somehow, whether it be a friend that we know, a parent, a loved one, a child. We're all affected by it. Help me out, okay? Share this out as much as you can. If there's that one person out there tonight that's needing to be woken up, stick around. Don't go nowhere, okay? Stick around. If you want to come up my panel, send me a Twitter, send me a Facebook message saying I'm in. I'm in. All right? You want to come up and talk about it tonight? I told my story. I've told my story. If I can do it, you can do it, right? Whether you're an alcoholic or you're the spouse of an alcoholic, child of an alcoholic, doesn't matter. I want to hear all your stories because all of them matter. All of your stories matter. If I can do it, you can do it. Send me a message. I'm in right now. Facebook or Twitter, okay? Let's get her done. Let's get her done. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you so much on such an important night. You know what? You know what? You never know. There could be that one person that comes up on my panel tonight and says, Ben, I want to make this the first day of the rest of my life. I'm going to stop drinking right now. This is what I want to do. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I want to stop tonight, man. It was what you said. It's what the other people said. I want to stop tonight. I want to make that oath. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. If I can get up here in front of 54 people, anyone can. All right? Hot Melinda, Paranormal, Damon Broadcast. Please help each other. That's right. Thank you, Hot Melinda. I appreciate that. Thank you. I want to thank Foxy Lady. It says, I'm drinking M. Or is that, I don't know. I think that letter is an M. I don't know what that is. It's all right, Foxy Lady. Thank you, my friend, for the donation. I appreciate it. And you know, I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have you here. All right. Let me go over and check out my Facebook first, okay? We're going to check out my Facebook. Let's see. Does anyone want to come up from Facebook? There's Facebook right there. Absolutely no one. Wow. No one wants to come up and talk about this. Okay. All right. Let me go over to Twitter. Anyone willing to come up on the panel and talk about it over there? Let's check it out. I've got one person that wants to come up tonight and talk about it. All right. I'm going to send you a link right now over at Twitter. One person. I've always said the one is just as important as the many. That's the way I look at life. All right. The one is just as important as the many. Let's see. Invite, copy URL. Control V. There you go. The link has been sent. Enter. You might have to download Zoom to make it work on your phone if you're using a phone or a tablet, or you might just be able to come right up. So The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs wants to come up and share their story. The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs, all right? So out of Facebook and out of Twitter, one person. No one can relate to this? No one wants to share their story? I find that hard to believe. You don't need to be afraid, all right? You don't need to be afraid. If you're that person out there right now and you know me, you know the way I am, you can come up here. It'll be okay. Ain't no one going to judge you, all right? We have The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs on the panel right now.
Hi, thank you for inviting me on.
Of course, my friend. You've got the floor. Tell me what's on your mind. What experience have you had?
This is an interesting topic for me because I grew up in a family with alcoholics on my mom's side. Her father drank, her brothers drank, her sister drank. I mean, I'm not a heavy drinker, but I had a few, but I saw it to where it got so bad that it wasn't pretty when they were completely drunk and out of it from drinking. So yeah, it wasn't nice seeing all that and growing up with that, especially at family get-togethers and everybody just drinking and passing the alcohol around. And even as kids growing up, we're like, "Oh, here, hold it," kind of alcohol, beer, anything.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't fun. It wasn't enjoyable. So it's a sensitive topic for me because I seen fights and all that happen because of it.
So it affected the family life.
Yeah, when they were drunk and drinking, and whenever there was alcohol, it affected a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I've been to a lot of family get-togethers. I've been to a lot of parties. And, the party starts out fine and dandy. But then once the alcohol starts flowing, you see people's personalities change over a period of time during that party. And it's like, whoa, I didn't sign up for this. I'm out
Yeah,
here, you know?
yeah. Especially
So
right after
where are
I'm
you at?
sorry.
Where are you at now? I mean, in your life today? I mean, what's going on in your life today? Talking about, alcohol. How's life?
It it's interesting because it taught me not to get too far into it. Meaning like I seen the ugly side, so I don't want to go there, kind of a thing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it really scared me into not crossing that line with alcohol.
Okay. Um, have you talked about this before to those people in your family that might have a problem with alcohol?
No, it's like taboo, meaning
Oh,
like it's one of those things like it's there, but it's like they don't have problems with it. They're like, well, it's normal. We're just gonna do it anyway,
okay.
regardless.
Now, do you have a spouse that's an alcoholic by chance?
No, I don't. So
Okay.
my family.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, um, I suppose, you can just keep watching it happen and just accept it as it is. Or maybe one day you might say, you know what, enough is enough. I
Yeah.
need to do an intervention because I care about these people too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either way, um, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Especially after my grandfather died and we had a family we were together after the funeral. That's when it really started flowing and with the drinks, and people were like, well, I'm gonna drink in your memory and my grandfather's memory, and it really got pretty ugly afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I know that like major events in people's lives can cause a person to become an alcoholic. I mean,
Yeah.
alcoholism doesn't just start for people that are young. It's not prejudiced to any age. You can become an alcoholic at any age.
Yeah.
Truly, you can. So, and certain life events can trigger alcohol, or certain events in people's lives can trigger an alcoholic to use that as their crutch, right, to get through whatever that event is, and that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
So I totally get it when it comes to family. Oh my words.
I had my share of drinking, but I was got too scared not to get drunk because from what I seen growing up. But
Exactly.
yeah.
So you can say to yourself that you're stronger than it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't let it take control of your own personal life.
No.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I appreciate you coming up on the panel as a family member, looking from the outside in to those in
Mm.
your family that have a problem with alcohol.
Yeah.
But
Thank.
I can only wish the best for you, and I hope that maybe one day that you might make a point of saying, "Hey, I just wanted to simply share with you how I feel," and
Yeah.
it might just be that one little conversation that might make a difference in one of those family members' lives.
That's very true. It's very true.
Did you want to share anything else while you're up here?
Just thank you for all those interesting topics you've been posting. It's been really hitting home with a lot for me.
My pleasure, my friend, and I appreciate you taking the courage to come up here and share. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right now.
Well,
All right, take care.
take care.
All right. This is the life of Grace and Logan Vlogs that came up and shared her story and what she sees, right? What she sees. And I'm glad that she did come up. This is just one story out of many, okay? This is just one story out of many. See, that doesn't hurt, right? So to any of you out there that are afraid that something bad's going to happen to you if you come up here, it ain't. All right? Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Don't judge someone else's story. You don't know what they're going through. Unless you live in their life, you don't know what's going on in their life. You can assume things. You can assume, but that's far from the truth. Okay? So give people their space. Don't be judging on someone else when you don't know the truth about their life and their addiction to this terrible, dreaded disease called alcoholism. All right? Let's see. Let me go back over to. Okay, I've got. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Okay, this is. I just want to share with someone that wanted to come up, and I'm reading the comment right now. Yeah, this is only about alcohol. Okay. All right. This topic here, this live stream is specifically about alcoholism. Okay, if there's other people that want to share stuff about something else that's not related to this topic, hey, I'm trying to help out someone that is wanting to recover right now. So I need to focus on this topic only. And I understand that some of you might say, well, drugs is an addiction and other things are. I get that. Okay, I totally get that. But talking about these other things really isn't going to help out the person that is having a problem with specifically alcohol and what alcohol does in their life and what it does in other people around them in their lives, right? Specifically. Addiction, all addictions are different. Okay, they're all different. But this one is specifically about alcohol tonight. So I'm just letting you know. Someone just sent me a message and wanted to talk about Jesus. I love Jesus. Okay, I do. I love me some Jesus. No doubt about that. But that's not what this is about tonight. Trust me. There will be a live stream about Jesus. Okay, there will be a live stream about that. So be patient with me, my friend. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we got? Someone else sent a message. Let's see. I don't know who this person is. They're saying I blocked them or they're blocked. I don't even know this channel. Yeah, they're blocked, all right. And I don't know what the reasoning was for that. Usually 99.9% of the time, there's a reason why people are blocked when they come to my live streams. Either they've caused trouble with other people in my live stream or they're trying to self-promote, right? They're trying to cause problems with another channel in here. And those are the major reasons why you get blocked on my live streams, on my channel, okay? If you're causing problems with other people or you're self-promoting, you will be blocked, all right? So just to let you know, if you're wondering why you're blocked, you're that person out there that might be blocked by chat, that's the reason, the main reasons why. Now I've blocked people for hating on me and going out in the community and spreading lies. You're blocked then, okay? I ain't gonna put up with that crap. I ain't gonna put up with that. If you're an enemy of Cab 7, because I don't have any enemies, none. But if you find me an enemy and I'm your enemy, you're not invited here. All right? You're not invited. You need to get over that part. You need to get over that. And maybe need to watch some of my live streams and understand exactly what I do here. All right? So for those people out there that call me enemy, that's a pretty strong word. You need to get over that. Because I don't make no enemies to no one. Oh, Foxy lady. No, I don't know what that's about. Foxy, no. I'm not talking about you, girl. I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking in general, okay? I'm talking, this is in general. Mr. Turtle, how you doing? R. Conklin, I block everyone that follows me. It makes me feel like I'm being stalked. R. Conklin. Mile High Savage 303, how you doing? Rasmus Morgan, I need to go, everyone, but please, my mother died of alcoholism. Please, it really hurt me when she died. Well, sometimes, Rasmus, to talk about it is how is how the healing begins, right? If you keep it inside and you don't talk to no one about it, all it does is fester the rest of your life. I learned a long time ago, if I got something that's on my heart, I need to talk to someone about it. And especially to those people that know what it's like. All right? You need to get rid of that load that's on your heart. Holy Boys Productions, Cab 7. That was me who wanted to talk about Jesus. Could I share some time about the Lord? Yep, I'm going to talk about that topic. That is on the agenda. I am a believer. I'm saved, okay? I am saved. But it's not going to be a church thing, so I'm warning you ahead of time. If you think that's what it's going to be about, let me share with you something, okay, my friend? And I'm going to move on from that. One thing I've always said, this is not a church, okay? And I'm not here to preach to people about God, because I invite everyone here. It's an open door policy. Atheists are welcome here. Devil worshipers are welcome here. Vampires are welcomed here. Non-believers are welcomed here. Everyone is welcomed. And I am not going to allow someone to come in and preach to anyone. I don't care who you are. All right. No one deserves to have someone's religion or their belief thrown down their throat. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. So it will be a night I will talk about Christianity. All right, about believing, but it's not going to be a church sermon. It's not going to be a church service, because I want to make sure that everyone knows and feels that they're welcomed. All right. Now I know there's some live streamers out there that actually do that, where they give testimonies about that. So all you got to do is just type it into your search here on YouTube, and he'll bring up a whole bunch of places where you can share about Jesus. All right. We got WrestleMania. How you doing? I hope that you're doing well. All right. Anyone else want to come up and talk about this topic that is so important? We're talking about alcoholism, the alcoholic in you. And I want to talk about it. All right? I want to talk about it. Let's see. Let me go over to anything over at Facebook. Hold on a second. I'm reading something here. Hold on just a second. Yeah. All right. All right. So other than that, there's no one over at Twitter that wants to talk about this. I've got no messages from anyone on Twitter. And I'm going over to Facebook right now. Let's see. This would be a damn shame if no one wants to talk about this. Nope, I have no one. No messages on Facebook, no messages on Twitter. One person tonight that wanted to talk about this topic. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. All right, I'm going to bring up my little sister. She wants to share. All right. Come on up, Lulu. Love you. Come on up. Mm. Nina Landis, how you doing? You just woke up? Well, welcome. I can tell you, Cav 7, that this is not fun being married to an alcoholic. No, it's not. It's not. And I know what you mean. Juxtapose said I would come up, but I'm nervous. Nothing to be nervous about, Juxtapose. Listen, all y'all know me. Most of you know me. You know what kind of person I am. I'm very accepting, okay? Very accepting, very loving, very understanding. There's no reason why anyone needs to be nervous or scared to come up on my panel and talk about this piece of reality that affects so many people's lives, okay? So, Lulu, love you, my little sister. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Disappointed.
Hurry up.
I thought this was going to bring in well over 100 people, and I thought a lot of people would want to talk about it. I'm really disappointed, and it's just a human side of me. I mean, I was really excited about this, that maybe somehow we'd get some people up to share, some testimony or something. I'm just
Hmm.
disappointed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe some people are scared, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
and I
don't
and,
know.
and I and I realize that, but well, anyhow. All right, sis. What's on your
Well,
mind?
maybe.
What's your story?
Well, I'm not an alcoholic. I never have been, but both of my parents and my stepfather are. I grew up very, very young. Um, and it was crappy. Um, just drinking every night and with my mom, and I shared a little bit before about my mom and stepdad and how they would physically abuse each other, and my little brother and I kind of fending for ourselves. And I have gone to Al-Anon in the past. Alcoholics are powerless over alcohol, and I'm powerless over alcoholics.
Right.
Um, because of the alcohol that I grew up around. I despise it. I despise it. I absolutely hate a powerful word. I hate alcohol with a passion. I hate it when people drink. I hate seeing drunk people. I don't understand what alcoholics go through, but I do understand other addictions. You know, um, I just, I don't know. All I can relate to and compare with is from a child's point of view with alcoholics.
Right.
You know, you they would drink and still try to be nice and cook you your craft dinner for lunch and still be sweet. We still know, right? We still feel that as children, even though we may not understand alcoholism. We understand as kids what you're doing. We understand that you're different. We understand that you're not being yourself. The atmosphere is different. The energy is different. So, speaking for children, if you think you're fooling your kids, you're not. It's horrible. And they will hang on to that, right? It's not what you say, it's how you act. They pick up on that and they hang on to that. Some people may not like hearing that or don't believe it. Well, tough titty said the kitty, it's true. And here I am, a grown woman, a family of my own. I don't drink. I choose not to drink. I don't drink at Christmas. I don't sip on, birthdays. I don't. I don't. Do I have alcohol in my house? Yes, down in the basement. And, if my husband liked to have a beer here and there, then so be it. But he doesn't. I don't know why he doesn't anymore. It's been down there for probably 5, 6 years.
Right.
It's not, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm just saying, if you can drink in moderation, hooray, that's great. You know, but if you feel you have to come home from work and have 2 or 3 or 4 beers to unwind every single night, I'm sorry, there's something wrong there. In my opinion, I have a loved one that's an alcoholic, very close, and it
Right.
crushes me. It is crushing me. It's affecting my life, and it's just taking the wind out of my sails. It's killing me, and I just hate it.
Um, well, let me ask you, have you confronted this loved one and told this loved one
Oh
how you
yeah,
feel?
yep.
Okay, and where is that going?
They're trying. They're trying.
Okay.
They've reached out to a church. Um, I think they're going to start AA. Yeah. So yeah, this topic sucks. Um,
Not a
I
great
didn't even
gamer.
want to be here.
What's that?
I didn't even want to be here.
Oh,
You
oh.
know.
Well, hey, I'm glad that you are though. Wow.
Yeah, for
'Cause I need
sure.
I
Yeah.
need so many people's input. And what what I'm trying to bring across the table here is that there's that one person, I know there's at least one person out there that's watching this right now that needs this. They need to hear these stories. They need to hear it. because it might be that
I do.
one particular story
Well,
that,
that's right.
that might just, that might change their heart. And they might just think about it at least. Think about, hey, well, wow, that person was right. Maybe I need to, you know, I need to stop drinking. Now, let's see.
Yeah, I see. Not a
Yes.
sorry, not
Yeah.
a great gamer says not to argue as I'm not, but couldn't 2 beers? Absolutely, not a great gamer. Absolutely. And you know what? I mean, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm just speaking from my point of view
Right.
only. Okay, this is just me talking. It doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, and it doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's hey, you can have a couple beer at night. That's awesome. Please, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just sharing my experience,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
What what I had to live with.
It's your personal
Yeah,
story. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I get that.
absolutely, absolutely.
And I want anyone
Please
else
don't.
out there to realize that if you come up here on the panel, it's your story that you're sharing. You're not sharing someone else's story. It's your experience. So there should be no reason why someone else gets mad at you by something that you
Yeah.
lived with, that you lived through. So please try to have an open mind when someone comes up on the panel
Mhm.
to share their story. Say, hey, okay, I get that. I could possibly see that. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I hear you're not a great gamer. She said she's not offending everyone. Got an opinion. Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. I just wanted to make clear that I'm not trying to hurt anybody, insult anybody,
exactly,
or offend anybody. You
exactly.
know, and somebody mentioned alcoholism is a family disease. Oh wow. Real talk recovery. Yeah, addiction is a family disease. Oh boys, is that ever true? So I I have a loved one that's I don't know if they're losing themselves or if they have lost themselves or I'm totally baffled. So I'm right in that barrel with them. I'm not putting the bottle to my mouth, but I'm suffering as much as they are. It's horrible. Am I going to lose this person? I don't know. You know, it's just disgusting. It's
And that's what
vile. Like
they've got groups like Al-Anon for,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So for people that they say that it's the only person that's being hurt by this is the one that has the addiction. That's not true. It is affecting the loved ones and the friends. It does affect, so
yep,
everyone is involved.
yep.
Everyone's involved
Oh heck yeah,
in some
heck
sort
yeah,
of capacity. They are.
yeah. And I've been
So
down on. It's amazing. I went there being ignorant, thinking this is stupid. Not going to get nothing out of this.
right,
And I did. I did. This was quite a while ago. You know, I just don't know what to say. It's just everybody, talking about, and I've said this before. It's different people. Alcoholism's not just an adult disease.
that's right.
There's got to be there's got to be the voices of the children, and there's many people out there I know that have grown up with alcoholic parents. And your stories and your experiences are just as important as the alcoholics. So if you can share with anyone growing up as a kid, you know, it's just as powerful. I cut off my mother years ago. Um, when I became, I think in my 20s, I just cut her off. She was too toxic for me.
Right.
My stepdad, he was cut off. My father, he died. He was drunk at a bar, walked out in the parking lot, died, heart attack, bang, right there. Like just how crazy is that? And I just, she still drinks. I found out, and I can't have that in my life. I don't want it in my house, around my husband, around my daughter, around anybody. So right now I'm dealing with a loved one. And if anyone in the chat has any advice or short story to share,
Exactly.
yeah.
Chicken strips, are you still out there before you leave? Chicken strips, are you still out there? I appreciate you sharing what you shared there, little sis.
Yeah.
Okay, you're still out there. Um, Chicken Strips put out a video today. I don't know if any of you caught it, but I didn't expect it, and it touched my heart. Touched my heart. And may I suggest that you check out this video over at Chicken Strips. Hold on just a second. Let me go over there. I'm going over to her channel now. The title of it is Two Cab. Sorry, not good singing, but I didn't look at that. I didn't look at that. I looked at the message that came from this video. I'm going to send you a link. I'm going to put a link out there in the chat. Please, if you all wouldn't mind checking this out, it's 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay. Control C. This is Chicken Strips. Okay. Chicken Strips. Missy. Bam, 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 bam. Check out this video that she made, and it was to do with yesterday's live stream, suicide. Okay, so here it comes. Here it comes. I'll have a lot of thumbs up. That's how you'll see it out there in the chat. There you go. Please, if I can make a suggestion here, and you all check that out, I would appreciate it. All right. She does something over there that certainly put me in tears. It put me in tears. And maybe you'll recognize that as soon as she does this, okay? So Chicken Strips, thank you for what you did. Thank you. I appreciate that video very, very much. Thank you.
I also put Real Talk Recovery's channel in the chat.
Okay.
I checked her out, and it looks really nice. I'm going to definitely watch her. So I just threw that in there. She
Excellent.
talks about recovery and addiction. So
very good.
yeah.
I appreciate you being here, Real Talk. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I second that motion with my little sister, Lulu. Love you. If you're looking for some information, all right, check out that channel, Real Talk Recovery. It could benefit you, all right? So the more information we can get out there about this particular topic, the better.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
What's that, sis?
Said, isn't that the truth?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Much love to you there, Chicken Strips. Big old hugs. Big old hugs.
Take care, Chicken Strips.
So,
your live stream last night and then tonight.
Yeah.
Combined. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
so powerful.
And it is. It is. I mean, suicide.
They go hand in hand.
And they do, because I've known people who were alcoholics who committed suicide.
Exactly.
I mean, you can get alcohol poisoning. It can kill you. All right. And there's a slow disease out there called cirrhosis of the liver. It can kill you. So, and a lot of people, it's their way out. It's their way out, right? It's a slow death. But because their lives are full of depression and anxiety, right? Because of whatever the events might be in their lives, it's their way out to use the alcohol.
I've lost friends. Alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Committing suicide.
Oh yeah.
And it's still raw, and it's been a few years now. You know, it's just wow. And that's my fear now, to be honest, with my loved one.
Yes.
I'm terrified. I'm gonna lose them. It's just horrifying. And it's the person's an adult. So if you're 18 or over, you're considered adult, and they won't help you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I guess that would be a good question too, is, any suggestions? What can you do? you know, as a friend or family or whatever. You know, is there any outlets out there to reach out to? There is AA, but you have to, they have to be willing to go, you know. But anyways, they said they are willing to go, and I just gotta make a connection. So, and this
Right.
was just last night. They said they were willing to go.
That's
So
awesome. That's
I'm on it. As we say here in Nova Scotia, I'm on it like shit through goose.
yeah.
It is. That's a popular saying down here.
You know,
But I think that's
it would make my heart feel really good if tonight there would be at least one person, just one, that might say, you know what, I'm going to give this being sober a chance. I would love to have someone come back to me privately, and if that's what you have to do is come to me privately and say, Cab, man, I'm willing to take on this being sober thing. I would love to hear that. And for the
yes.
people that write me emails or private messages, it's kept private between us unless you ask me or to put it out there in the public because you're too shy or too scared. I get it, all right? I'll put it out there. Otherwise, if you want it private, it is kept private, right? I'm a sponsor to two people out there. I'm a sponsor, been for quite a while, and it's always kept private. It's not shared with anyone except me and that other person. Let's see here. Oh, hold on a second here. I got another message. Hold on. All right. Um, all right. Jesus loves you. Let me put it out there right now. Please don't do that here. Okay. This isn't a church and not everyone believes in God. All right. That's, I know you got a good heart and I'm a believer myself, but please do not make those suggestions in my chat. All right. That's not what this place is about. Okay. Tonight we're focused on a topic, and I'd like to keep it on that topic, okay? Maybe other channels can accept that, but not here, all right? I hope you understand. So is there anyone else that would like to come up and talk tonight? Listen, I understand for those people that are afraid to come up, I get it, okay? I understand. I do. And I'm not here to force anyone to come up here and talk about their alcohol addiction or a family member or a spouse, whatever, a friend, and talk about, how you feel about their addiction. I'm just giving a platform right now for those that are willing to talk about it, okay? That's what this is about tonight. If you're willing to come up here and talk about it, that's what this is all about. Our Conklin Art.
Our Conklin, does that arrow? Whoops, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, it's your show.
Hooley Boys Production. I don't know you, Hooley Boys. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Um, if you come around and hang around with my live streams, several of my live streams, get to know everyone, and I can get to know you, then I can bring you up. I'd feel safe about bringing you on the panel. I've had some bad experiences about people that have come here and want to get up on the panel, and then all hell broke loose. So I'm just protecting my own channel, okay? Which stream software do we need to come up? This is Zoom, Zoom, R. Conklin. I'd love to have you come up, man. I can send you a link, R. Conklin. Just send me a message via Twitter or Facebook, and I'll send you a link, and then you just follow the prompts, okay? For those people that are sharing out in the chat right now with one another and telling your stories, your testimonies, thank you for doing that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I get that, but I have been on your channel for 3 months so far, maybe more. I have never seen Hooley Boys Productions. I've never seen that channel. And I'm pretty good at remembering who comes to my live streams. I'm sorry, Hooley. Lulu, have you ever seen that channel before?
Yeah, I've seen Hooley Boys. Yeah.
Okay. They say 3 months now they've been coming here. I've never noticed that channel before. Forgive me for not noticing. It's been on different accounts daily. Dan. Daily Dan. Oh. So Hooley Boys Productions, you want to come up and talk about your experience with alcohol? Am I correct?
Our Conklin's downloading Zoom now.
Okay, great. Nostalgic Angel Ashley says, thank you for sharing the phone numbers and links, Lulu. Canoe Hound Adventures, welcome. Sorry, says I kind of go.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I just said you're welcome, Ashley.
Yeah. Canoe Hound Adventures said, it's been a while. Man, just to see that title, that channel name, Canoe Hound, I'm thinking about my kayaks back here and going, Ben, get your fat ass out on the lake, damn it. Get away from this YouTube for the day. Get out on the damn lake.
Oh, goodness. That would be nice.
I need to. I really do, because, I do this every day, and I just need to step away for just a part of the day or a whole day, just enjoy nature and rejuvenate my spirit.
Oh, absolutely. It's so nice to do that.
Judy the Gothic Angel said, New York for you, Cap 7. Did you notice that? Did you really notice that? Holy Boys Production said, I have never been on alcohol, but my pastor was, and I would love to share about it.
Hi, Aaron. Eberhand or Eberhard?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sending Mark Conklin the link. Let's see. Control V. Oops, I sent him the wrong one. I sent him the link for chicken strips. Wow. That's all right. That's cool. At least he has that. He can go over and watch that if he wants to. Okay. Control V. Okay. There's the Zoom link there, Conklin. Go ahead and click on that and do what you got to do. Come on up, my friend. Yeah, this Hooley. And I'm usually good at remembering channels that come in here on a regular basis. Kathy from Texas, thank you for the sunflowers. I appreciate it, my friend. Clancy Woodard, how you doing? Welcome. Life After Life TV Productions. Everyone needs a day off, Cab 7. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Look up Todd White testimony, Cab 7, and you will see. Todd White testimony? What's that? Is that a channel, Todd White testimony, or is that a video? Todd White testimony. Let's see. Todd White testimony. Todd White testimony. Okay, I see that. Todd White lifestyle Christianity. Todd's life story. It's a Christian channel. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay. No, he was a big alcoholic, Cab 7. It's not a channel. Okay, yeah, because the only thing that comes up is this Christian guy who gives, he does inspirational live streams or something like that. And I've got my friend Randall Coughlin. Hey there, guy. How you doing? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. There's yeah, it takes a minute for everyone. I don't know if you're using a laptop or a desktop, but at the bottom left, you'll see a mic and a video camera. Just click on that, I guess. Judy the Gothic Angel said, yes, I did, Cab 7. Now I can hear you. I can hear some typing. Oh, no, that's Lulu. I thought I heard him typing and go, oh, I hear him.
No, that's me. Sorry.
It's all right. It takes the average person about 3.5 minutes to figure it out. And I wish I knew the trick because everyone uses a different appliance. And all I know is what I use, and it's a desktop. Joshua Coe, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Thomas Jordan said, that's what happened, Whitney Cab. When you send me that link the other day, I had to fill out some stuff that do something with Zoom. Oh, okay, so you had to upload the Zoom product, right? And then you just click the prompts and it brought you. Well, it's supposed to bring you here, so. Okay. Conklin's going to figure it out. He's a master.
Joe, you want me to step down?
Sis, you do whatever you want. If you feel like you can add to the conversation or you want to step down, either way. Nope, still don't hear you. Damn, gummit. It's kind of like that, opening up an engine compartment, right? And just kind of taking your hand and wiggling things around, and all of a sudden, oh, something works.
Yeah, I just usually smack it, like just smack it.
Back in the 70s, that's what we did. We smacked everything around.
Yep.
Kicked the side of the TV and it worked.
My mouse didn't work last night, and I just gave it a crack on the laptop. And
there you go. Damn. Randall, are you on a laptop?
How about now?
There we go.
Yeah.
What was the magic? What did you do?
Settings,
Settings.
I've got 2 different laptops. I've got cameras, got a mic, and
Oh, wow. Settings.
I
Okay.
got to figure it out. Yeah, it was up in settings.
Okay, good enough.
Don't ask me where I found settings. I'm not sure. It was somewhere in there.
Well,
Start
Randall
off
talk.
with this is Pepsi.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me. What's on your heart, man? And I'm sure you got some experience that you can share with all of us.
Well, I'm gonna start with these are all my opinions.
Okay.
Okay, this is I drank from the time I was 14 up until my daughter was born 20 years ago, and I drank hard. I had things that happened to me in my life, and that's how I dealt with it. It was a bad way to deal with it. And after it got so bad, I went to a therapist and all this good stuff, and I finally figured out what I was doing. I was self-medicating. Is all what it boiled down to. I was self-medicating.
Exactly.
And it took my daughter being born to make me really, really want to stop doing that. And I did, and I learned how to deal with things a little better. And like anybody that drank or drinks, they know when you wake up the next morning, you've got more problems compounded on top of the problems you had when you started drinking that day.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
So now I can just deal with my regular problems, and I don't have to have the guilt from stupid stuff I've done while I was out drinking anymore.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean,
now you can you call yourself an alcoholic, or did you weren't?
well, let's see. My drinking buddy, we'd each get a 5th of Jack Daniels. Well, actually, Evan Williams, it's generic Jack. That's what poor people drink.
I'm one of them.
We'd drink that, sit around, play guitars together. Then we'd go hit the bars, drink some more. And then we'd usually have another 5th in the trunk to drink when we got done hitting all the bars to come back and drink.
Oh yeah.
So if that'll qualify as alcohol, being an alcoholic, yeah. I mean,
Okay. So that was something that you did on a regular basis, I take.
a daily basis.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, so what have you done since then to remind yourself that, hey, today I got to be sober?
Well,
I mean, to this day.
this has been 20 years now. So, the first few years were hard. It's, I'd pass my old stomping grounds and things, and I'd want to stop in and get a drink and get drunk. And it just, having the children just, it was a real deterrent because I didn't want to be drunk around them. I didn't want them to grow up with an alcoholic for a father. And, I had some really good reasons not to drink and to man up and face my problems and quit trying to run away from them. I mean, we've all had bad things happen to us in our lives, and
Oh yeah.
you either give up or you deal with it. And drinking is giving up. But as far as I'm concerned, like I said, these are all my opinions.
Exactly.
For everybody. But I mean, the way it is now, I make my own homemade wine. I had a glass back in October. I had a glass. In 2017, I bought a 12-pack. I think about 2 months ago, I just used the last beer in the 12-pack to boil some bratwurst. I mean, it's just not a crutch for me anymore. I mean, I don't, every once in a while I'll have a drink and that's it. I don't feel the need to just drown my sorrows anymore.
Yeah.
And, I think just as far as alcoholism and any drug addiction, I spent 3 years being homeless. I met a lot of people with addictions.
Oh yeah.
And I firmly believe this is self-medicating because they don't have the coping skills to deal with life as it is.
I agree, 100%. I agree. And I think that's the reason why I did it too, was I wanted to escape the reality of things that I was going through at the time. And yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And yeah, but
you know, all it did for me by the end of the evening was it magnified everything.
right.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, your emotions are magnified. Your
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
personality usually takes a turn for the worse. For the most part, I was a happy drunk, you know, but
Yeah.
still, when you get pulled over and get a DUI, it's not easy to be happy.
No, definitely not. No.
But
Bradley Whitworth, we're talking about alcoholics tonight, people that can relate to it. Either they are an alcoholic or they know someone that is, a loved one. And that's what our topic is tonight. And I wanted to, Margarita Gonzalez is back. Tuesday, I wanted to mention something major, a major event happened on my Tuesday night Sing Your Heart Out. Before we started that Sing Your Heart Out, Margarita Gonzalez had to immediately leave the live stream because her cousin was shot. So I want to ask Margarita, how is your cousin? We've all been wondering if your cousin's okay. If you could just share that with us, I'd really appreciate that. Let's see, Christy Rise, Ghost Fam said, that's where I'm at. That's where I am. I try to get out of my head. Thank goodness I'm surrounded by love. My cousin is doing good. Oh, amen. Oh, amen to that. Thank goodness. I was worried. I didn't know if your cousin had died or what, but thank goodness she's gonna be okay. Amen. All right. Well, good enough. My prayers to your cousin, okay, and their family, Margarita. All right. So now, one thing I found out, Randall, is I had to get away from the people
oh yeah,
that temptation was to, you know, that the people I love drinking with. I had to start knocking those people out of my life. It was not easy. It was not easy. And even when I said this is the reason why, and they would say, oh, well, we won't drink around you. We won't drink around you. We won't do this. We won't do that. I knew them all too well
yeah,
because alcohol was a major part of their life, like it was mine. So it was the best thing for me to do was to walk away. And I did lose some friends, some longtime friends at that. But it's like, what's more important, my life or them? And I chose me. I invested in myself rather than putting that investment in them and that friendship.
yeah. You got to save yourself. You got to want to save yourself.
Yes. Lulu, don't you agree with that? That you have to step away from those people that have that addiction as well, those people that you partied with?
Oh, yes. As they say in AA, you have to change your people, places, and things,
That's
right?
right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
And those are crucial. Those are crucial. My addiction, I literally had to change everybody. Everybody. All my friends were, into something, and I had to cut ties with all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Now this might be a little off topic, but go ahead there, Randall. What were you going to say, man?
I was just going to say, and all the friends I had, the drinking people I drank with, and everything. A lot of them are dead now. A lot of the alcohol's killed them, and car wrecks and just what it's done to their body.
Yep.
And it's just a sad waste of life. And
That's
that
true.
goes for any drug.
Oh yeah.
Alcohol's a drug just as much as any other drug
You're
is.
damn right it is. You're damn right. Margarita Gonzalez said the prayers do work, and as Cav 7 pray, the way was raining that day. Well, I'm just glad everything's okay there, Margarita. Amen to that. Listen, I want all you folks to take notice of Art Conklin's studio there. Now, he wasn't expecting this,
It's a
but
mess.
hey, that's a sign of a good artist. He does art, as you can see, clearly see there. Please, I ask of all of you to check out his channel. He's a fine artist. He's a good guy. He's down to earth and real about it. But if you have an appreciation for art, you've got to check out what he does. All right. Now, let me ask you something there. Do you do consignments for anyone?
I do some, but for the most part, I just kind of do my own thing. And I'm still trying to. I've only been doing this for about 2 years now, so I'm still trying to find my niche. What it is I do, what I like to do.
All right.
But I do some.
I know. Well, if you don't mind, and I know you weren't prepared for this, if you could show us a little bit of inventory there of the things that you've done.
Oh, well, I just happen to have the ones I don't like and I want to paint over up here.
Great. That's just great.
So here's one I did in art class. I don't know if you can.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones I did in art class.
Pretty sharp.
Wow.
Let's see. I got some in the hall. I got some in the hallway.
All right. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Check it out, folks. We get a little bit of a tour of his art. Hey, when I see someone with the talent, I gotta brag about it. Yeah, he's definitely major talented there, Joshua. No, oh wow.
Okay, the rest of them are like 4 foot by 4 foot, so I'm gonna have to knock
Okay.
down. But I did a project
Wow.
in photography class where I had to take pictures of people's eyes.
Okay.
And between that and the way that people won't look at you when you're homeless,
Yes. Yes.
walking down the street, it's kind of got me interested in doing eyes and things.
That's amazing. Wow.
And like this one's called, I don't know if you can see it in this lighting or not.
Yes.
It's called Spare Change. It's a homeless woman behind a fence, and
Look
Yeah.
at that.
do a little advocacy for homelessness and things.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow, that really tells a story there, Randall. Wow.
I try to. I try
Wow.
to put a lot of emotion and things into it. One more thing about the alcoholism or any kind of addiction.
Yeah.
Now, I don't blame anybody else, but I do want to say is that I let the actions of others influence who I became,
Oh, yeah.
and
Nicely said.
that's what's really led me down that path to start with.
Yep.
When I realized this, decided I'm just going to be me, and whatever happened in the past is the past. Let it go.
I can so relate to that I became like those that I surround myself with. And it took some good people to tell me, hey, Ben, you're becoming just like that group of people that you're hanging out with. Yeah. And I'm only saying this as a friend, but maybe you need to, step away and take a look at what you've become.
Yeah, be the person you want to be inside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And for me, it's I tell you, being homeless had a really big effect on my life.
Well, I'm sure.
I started to see beauty in things I had never taken the time to notice before. All these thoughts about my life, my past, how I had let other people influence who I become, by what they expected, peer pressures and things like that. And I let it go. Just let it go.
Exactly.
You only get one life. It's not worth dwelling on that at your entire life.
Oh, wow, that is so true. I've said that before, things that I've went through in my past, the dumb, stupid things I did. And it's like all those months and years that I put into that of just the stupidity. And it's like, I wasted my life. I wasted it. And here I had a choice, and I chose the wrong thing. I followed a path that wasn't right for me, and I can't bring that time back. And so here I sit, a much older man, and it's like, well, all I can do is continue on with my life and try to make the right choices. And I think so far I've been pretty fortunate to pick those right paths. I'm a little bit smarter and wiser than I was back then, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a good kick in the butt to get smart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had a few of those. I've had a few of those, Conklin. Yeah.
But all right, well, I'll that's about all I got to say about it. It's just, you know, it's a decision you have to make yourself.
That's right. That's exactly right.
AA meetings and God or not God or whatever it is that you want to look into. It's when it comes down to it, it's you.
That's
You
right.
have to make this decision.
Well, Randall, man, I appreciate you coming up and sharing your experience there. I really appreciate that. You're a good person, and I'm glad that you're a part of my journey, man.
Well, I'm trying to be. I'm trying trying to get better.
I hear you. I hear you.
All right. Well, I appreciate your shows too. I
Oh.
enjoy watching. I don't watch all of them, but I watch quite a few.
I appreciate it, Randall. Thank you.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too.
Take care.
That was, oh, sorry.
Randall.
Sorry, sis. I interrupted over you there.
No, I just told him to take care.
Yeah. That was our friend, Randall Conklin. I've known him for a couple of years now, and he's a good guy. He really is. And these are the kind of people I like to surround myself with, like Lulu Love You and Randall and what have you. So, and I'll continue to do so. Makes life a little bit easier. So, my friend, Study Boy's on his lunch break. Thank you for choosing this place, my friend. I really do. All the way out in New Zealand right now, and he's working away and taking that lunch break right here at Cab 7. Thank you. MD90, I see you out there with the sunglasses. How you doing? Foxy Escapes, how are you? Big old hugs, pickle hugs. So that's tonight's topic. It's the alcoholic in you. And a person on YouTube late this afternoon, early this evening, I went to watch their live stream. They didn't know. I was just there lurking, just watching. And I've seen this person go through the same thing a few times. And it was what prompted me to do this live stream tonight. Because what I saw over at this particular live stream, it was like looking into a mirror. And what I used to go through back in the day. So this person will probably never realize that they inspired me to do this live stream. And it is such an important topic. And trust me, I know it all too well and how it has helped shape and mold me into the person that I am today. Study Boy said, my job can get stressful on Friday night after a stressful week. It's so easy to drink to distress. I hear you. Study Boys, man, I get that. I get that. Heck yeah. After going through a crap during the daytime there and you finally get home and you're at a job that you don't like being at, it was nothing but a thing to go ahead and pour yourself a rum and Coke, which was my preferred drink, and just like dive in. And within 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'm already starting to feel a buzz, and it's like everything's getting better. Oh yeah. Christy Rise, Ghost Fam said, I'm glad you did this, Cab 7. When I saw the title, I felt like you were speaking to me directly in my heart. Oh, well, I'm glad that I could, Christy. I'm glad that I could. Holy Boys Productions, I'm telling you, it will change everyone, Cab 7. What's that, Holy Boys? Anthony South, I'm doing good. I hope that you're doing well. Our Conklin said, I painted a dog. He wasn't real happy about it. Yeah, I suppose not, man. Elias and Alonzo, how are you doing? I'm glad you're doing good there, Anthony South. Study Boy said, just one drink. Okay, maybe 2, but no more. Okay, 3, and so on. Yeah, exactly. Christy Rise, Ghost Band, said, I know where to go to talk. Maybe you'll see an email from me someday soon. And that's fine. That's fine. I get a lot of emails each week. And trust me, I read every single email. Some of them are like this. They are. And I read every single word. And I leave a comment to every single one that I read. No doubt about it. I write back. Sherry's creation. I can relate to this topic. You know, a lot of people can. A lot of people can relate to this topic, whether they're an alcoholic, a recovering alcoholic, or know someone, one of their family members, a loved one that's an alcoholic, right? We can all relate. We can. Ralph Morick, how you doing? Chili's Cool Adventures. Good, Anthony. Shouse, hope all is good with you. Hiya, Truth. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. Big old hug. Thank you for the sunflowers and much love. We got Mary Neal out there saying, I can too. My ex-husband was one. Yeah. Somewhere along our lives, we can all relate to this topic. Really. Whether you're on the inside or the outside looking in, we can all relate. Just my life. Hey, how you doing, girl? Big old hug to Lee. Good to see you. How are you? The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs. Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad that all of you are here, but here I'm going to ask again, okay? You don't have to be afraid to come up on the panel. I know that some of you might be scared to talk about, what needs to be talked about. And I'm not pressuring anyone to come up here, but I will say this much. When you share your story, it might be your particular story that might change someone's life tonight. To that one person that's addicted to alcohol. And it might be tonight that they say, hey, I'm done. I'm done being tired. And tonight I want to make it be the first day of the rest of my life. All right? It's as simple as that. And this person who might say, tonight is the first day of the rest of my life, you may never know who that is. I may never know who it is. But we did change a person's life. I want to come up, but I can't at work and all. I understand, study boys. I understand, my friend. I do. That long thing that you just sent? You just sent something? Hold on a second. What'd you send? Juxtapose, did you want to come up, my friend? I don't see anything from you, Hooli. I don't see anything. Juxtapose, if you're still out there and you'd like to come up, I'd like to bring you up, my friend, if you want to. I have no problem with that. JC and Snowbear, how you doing? Judy Bond said, long ago, heard a phrase so true, an alcoholic is one in which alcohol use a problem in your everyday life, i.e. family, time, finances, work, kids' involvement. Hooli boys, it's a long thing I sent on the comments in YouTube. Hooli, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at my Twitter. I don't see anything that you sent. Okay, is Juxtaposed? I don't see him out there. Oh, there he is. See if someone else can come up first, then I might after. Okay. So if there's anyone else that would like to come up tonight and talk about this particular topic, this is what I'm focusing on tonight, okay? Alcohol. Alcohol. Nothing else. I don't want to talk about anything else. I want to specifically talk about this. Because for that one person out there that has a problem with alcohol, they need to hear your message, right? But it has to be focused on this so they can relate. We can talk about other things at another time, but I want to focus on this tonight. So if you'd like to come up, and whether you're the alcoholic or the alcoholic in recovery, or whether you're the family member, the spouse, the loved one, if you want to come up and share your experiences, hey, you're more than welcome to come up here, all right? But that's what I want to focus on tonight. So leave me a message on Facebook or Twitter saying, I'm in. I'm in, okay? As many alcoholics there is, I think everyone either has one in the family or knows one. Exactly, exactly. Sophia Condra said, get on that panel, folks. JC and Snowbear said, I see my son starting down the same road, and I'm glad that he's moving here. I believe it will help him greatly to start anew. Oh, Lulu dropped off. Okay. That's all right. So I'm going over to Facebook. Let's see if I... All right. Hmm. Okay, now I don't see anything over at Facebook. I'm going over to Twitter to see if nope, no one. Wow. Okay. I kind of feel like just my hands are up in the air. What else do I say? What else do I share? I was hoping that people would come up and share more stories tonight. All right. I got someone that wants to come up. Thank you for saving the night. Thank you. Thank you. Control V. And for those people that they're afraid to come up, hey, I get it. All right. I do. But I appreciate y'all being here. All right. So we're bringing up another friend up on the panel now, and she's going to share her story. And this is Gothic Angels. Gothic Angels was on my panel, I think, yesterday. So we're going to bring her back up. Sing to you. You want me to sing to you, huh? Mm. Okay, I've got a song. Okay, I've got a song. I'll sing the song that I always love to sing. Okay, I'll sing this song. And this is for Mary Neal. Okay, this is specifically for you because you asked. All right. Judy, the Gothic Angel, is up on the panel right now. Judy, the Gothic Angel. She shared last night on the street.
Okay, I think I'm here.
I can hear you. Can you give me a minute? Because I
Of
got to
course.
sing. I want to sing a song here for a friend. Okay. All right. So this for you, Mary. You are my sunshine,
Oh, such great.
my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Much love to you, Mary. Mwah! All right, we got Judy the Gothic Angel on the panel with us. So what say you?
Good evening, Cab. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And I
You're
hope you're
very,
doing well.
I'm doing great.
All right.
And I just want to say thank you so much for last night. That was tremendous help. I
Oh,
slept with no nightmares.
amen to that. Amen.
But getting back on topic, because I don't want to veer off here like I normally do, go a wondering. I'm the daughter and a sibling of alcoholics. My dad was a major alcoholic when I was growing up, and it wrecked my life, my mom's life, my brother's life. I mean, when he drunk, he got really abusive, physically abusive. And there was many a night that my mom took the beatings for me and my brother. I mean, it broke their marriage up. You know, I was just 3 at the time when they split, but it had a great effect on me. Years later, I mean, growing up, my mom and dad had, divorced. It did affect my life, being the daughter of an alcoholic. We didn't have a relationship. Me and my dad didn't, not until I was an adult. I couldn't deal with it. It was, I mean, when you see your own dad beating your mother up over being an alcoholic and being drunk and trying to burn the house down and, a myriad of other things, it just does something to your mind. And go figure, my mom, she suffered a lot from it. I watched her, many a night, get the heck beat out of her, trying to protect me and my brother. And now today, fast forward into now, I deal with my brother who's an alcoholic. And it breaks my heart. It really does. Because, I mean, it's not what mom wanted. It wasn't what dad wanted when dad got himself straightened up, cleaned up. He spent the last years of his life being clean, apologizing for everything that he had ever done, and wishing he could turn back time, to make it up for what he'd done. But you can't fix something like that. You just can't. And I mean, go figure. My brother, who's my only sibling, 5 years older than me, before I knew he was an alcoholic, I joined him at one of his New Year's Eve parties. And I'll put it to you this way, there was so much alcohol at that party, it was not funny. There was Jim Beam, Evan Williams, Peppermint Schnapps, Seagram 7, you name it. It was there. And it was the night it woke me up to what my brother was. I mean, me and my brother, we don't have a relationship either. We talk once in a blue moon. And the last time we talked, Cab, was when we buried our mom. And that was 2 years ago.
Wow.
That's the only time I've ever spoken to my sibling, was at my mom's funeral. And honestly, I don't want to see him do that. I don't want to see him do what Dad done, I don't want to see him screwing up his life. But he already is. Because he's got a daughter that is a mother of 3 grandbabies that he's missing out on because of drinking. And it kills me. It kills me inside to watch him throw everything he's got away for that next drink. And it's just not something you want to deal with, I was hoping that when Mom passed and the night we talked of Mom's funeral, I was hoping that would somehow wake him up. That maybe somehow him and I could have a brother and sister relationship. I was wrong. I was so dead wrong. It leaves scars that you can't see, but they're there. You want to reach out to them. You want to help them. But they've got to be willing to help themselves before you can. And I mean, go figure. I'm 51. My brother's 56. He's got high blood pressure. He's got a heart condition, a heart murmur. Does it stop him? No. Will it stop him? I doubt it. I just wished he could see what he's doing, I love my brother dearly. He's all I've got left, We've lost both of our parents. He's all I've got, family-wise. My only sibling. It's something that just tears at your heart. You watch them pick up that beer, that Jack Daniels or whatever, and it's like, can you not see me? Am I not real to you? Do I not matter? Even his own daughter has reached out to him, begging her dad to quit drinking. Nope. His grandkids. Nope. It's how his daughter became my daughter. I adopted my niece because my brother was a single dad and an alcoholic, but he couldn't deal with her. And I'm like, no, I stepped in. I adopted his daughter. That young lady, let me tell you something, Cap. Daughter of an alcoholic on both her parents. And I'm so proud of her. Oh my God. I'm so proud of her. She's a CNA. She is a phlebotomist. She has a medical business degree. And she is amazing to come from two parents that were alcoholics. I'm just glad that I could step up to the plate when my brother couldn't, you know, and finish raising her for him. But my heart, I mean, it just breaks. I saw what it done to our dad. Now I'm watching it do the same thing to my brother. The only difference is my brother's not a violent drunk. He's a repetitive speech drunk. He gets stuck on one thing and he just keeps repeating it. He was drunk the night I talked to him. So yeah, alcoholism, it affects everybody around you. Because if they're not alcoholics, they can't relate to you. They just watch you keep digging yourself deeper and deeper into that hole, you know? But I've got hope for him, Cab. I've got hope that something will shake him to his core enough to make him see what he's missing. He's got a beautiful little granddaughter. I mean, she is absolutely beautiful. She's in school now, kindergarten, but she's in school now. He's got a beautiful nephew. Or not a beautiful nephew, good Lord. Beautiful grandson that wants to play for UT football and be a firefighter. Don't get me wrong, my brother's very intelligent when it comes to common sense. He's a shade tree mechanic, as we call it here in Tennessee. He knows vehicles like the back of his hand, tore one down and put it back together at age. He was, I think, 7. He tore down our dad's 1954 Ford truck that he had spent like a gazillion years trying to get a mess out of it, and my brother done it.
Wow.
Yeah. He's very good with equipment. Very good with equipment. He's certified to use colite, which is like dynamite, but bigger. It's a bigger boom. I mean, the man, he's got so much talent. You know, he can operate dozers. He can operate heavy machinery. He's got so much, you know. And I know it hurt him when we lost our parents, but you know what? It didn't kill me. I didn't turn to drinking. I mean, heck yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It hurts like hell. But I didn't go to drinking because I saw what it done to my dad. And I'm seeing what it's doing to my brother. And all I want to do is just reach into that hole and pull him out and give him a big old hug and say, I love you. And to hear him say it back and be sober. But I don't think I'm going to see it in my lifetime. I really don't. But I can always hope, you know. I want him to give it up, but he's got to be willing to do it. All I can do is sit on the sidelines, cross my fingers, and hope. You know, if anybody tells you it does not affect the family, you better believe it. It is a family disease. I mean, being the only 2 children born from my mom and dad, one alcoholic parent, one not. They say the cycle repeats itself. Not every time. You can break it. You can break it. I'm living proof. I don't touch alcohol. I want nothing to do with it. I'm like Lulu. I don't even want it nowhere near me. Because honestly, I've seen a violent drunk, which was my dad. I've seen a repetitive drunk, which is my brother. I've seen a crying drunk, which was my ex sister in law. I've got no part in it, and I don't want no part in it. All I want to do is reach out and say, hey, look what you're missing. You know, you're missing your grandbabies growing up. You're missing that fantastic time with your daughter. You're missing your friends around you. You're missing out on life because you've got a 12-ounce can in your hand and it's all that matters. But it's not. But that's life being the daughter and a sibling of an alcoholic, you know?
Judy Bond said, amazing, Judy, how talented our relatives are and what they could do if they didn't drink. My ex could have done a lot, but he didn't. Still drinks and lies about it. Same here. No alcohol near me.
It's true, Judy. It's really true. There's these amazing, talented people, and they just don't realize it. Thank you, Chili's. Big hugs back. And to anyone that's dealing with alcoholics as family members. Love to you, because I know how it feels. I've lived with it for, well, since I was 3 years old. I've lived with it. But I don't want to take up, a lot of time, because I'm sure somebody else out there's got their story to tell. And I want to hear it. I want to listen. Because every day it makes us stronger when we get to listen, to somebody else say, hey, I've been there. I've done that. It's incredible. And Cab, don't ever stop doing what you're doing. Don't stop inspiring people. Don't stop loving people. And don't stop with the hard-hitting subject matter. You're making a difference. You did me last night.
Well, I appreciate you coming up last night because you did touch a lot of people's lives by sharing your story. And then again tonight, there's people that are relating to you, as you can see out in the chat, to your story. And I appreciate that. And, that's what this is all about, is people coming up and sharing their stories, because it could make a difference in someone else's life.
That's my hope. That's my hope. I'm like you, Cab. If I can touch one person's life with the hell that I've been through, then I'll let my hell be my spurring on to reach out to somebody else and say, hey, you're not alone.
That's right.
I know your shoes. I've walked in them. That to me is something amazing. And I wished I had your guts, Cab. I do. I would love to be able to do, the things that you do with these live streams, and help other people. But as you can see by my camera being off, I'm shy as all get out.
It's okay. I know a lot of people who inspired people with their cameras shut off. You know what? As a matter of fact, that person was up on my panel earlier. Her name is Lulu Love You.
She's an awesome lady, that Lulu. She's an awesome lady. You got awesome people out here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But don't ever stop for 1 minute thinking that you're not reaching somebody, Cab. You are.
Oh, I do believe that. I do believe that. And those are called the people that are silent. And, they prefer to keep it that way. And I totally get that. but at the same time, it shows how human I am to be frustrated when I bring up such an important topic and only have, a handful of people come up and say, "Hey, I want to share my story," because I know so many people got stories to share out there. And I know that out of all those stories could be helping someone out right now. And I just wish people would realize that your stories will help others. They will. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Get up and talk about it. And you don't have to show yourself. I mean, if you want to come up with the camera turned off and you want to share your story, that's fine. But get up and share it. It could mean magic to someone else that is living a disaster.
You're right on that, Cab. You're so right on that. And I mean, yeah, I'm shy. I don't want to go on camera, because I'm not your beauty queen. But that ain't the subject here. It's being part of an alcoholic family and what it can do to your life. It can leave you with scars that people can't see. It can leave you sitting crying and asking yourself, why can't I just, reach that one person in my family and just help them change their lives? But sometimes you can't. You just have to sit on the sideline and let them know, hey, we're here. If you want to talk, if you want help, I'm here. But first, you've got to be willing to set that drink down or it ain't going to work. I mean, with every addiction, no matter what it is, and alcoholism seems to be the biggest one. I've lost friends to it. I've lost friends where they get out in their vehicles and drive after me begging them, please don't drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive. And then you get the news that that person was killed in a car wreck. And it's like, I could have done more. I could have spoken more. I could have said something more. But just know this much. You gave it your all, and it's up to them whether or not they listened. You can't save everybody, but you can tell your story and touch somebody else through what you've been through. And that's all my heart desires, is to be able to pay it forward for the person that listened to me, like you did last night, Cab. And I'm not touching on that subject by no means. You saved my life last night because, like I said, I had no nightmares, and I thank God for just that simple little thing. And tonight, you've hit another subject that I know about. It's like you're reading my thoughts, Cab. Get out of my head. Please. There's some dark stuff up there you don't need to see. But I hope by me sharing, it'll inspire somebody else to come up and share theirs. Be brave. Take a stand. Love your alcoholic. Love them until they quit. And once they do, you can celebrate with them. My dad, he passed on to be with the good Lord, a clean man. He went home clean, and I thank God every day for that. But enough of me yapping. Guys, all I'm going to say is don't give up. Got a problem? Come talk to Cab. He'll listen. No judgment, guys.
That's right. That's right. And I appreciate it, Judy, the Gothic Angel, for coming up and sharing again your story. I appreciate that. And I can
You're very
tell
welcome.
a lot of other people appreciated it too. Thank you.
But I'm going to step back out into the chat and be a lurker as usual.
Okay.
God bless you, Cab. Keep
God
doing
bless
what you're
you.
doing.
Most definitely. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bye. All right, that's our friend Judy, the Gothic Angel, sharing her story again tonight, and I do appreciate that. I really do. Listen, I've got a story that I want to share with you from a friend out there in the chat, and she wants me to read her story. She doesn't want to come up on the panel, and I totally get it. That's fine. So all I'm going to do is read her story. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. You must have sent that via email. Let me go over to my email and check. Sure, there it is. Okay, let me read this story to you. Okay, it's only a paragraph. It's as simple as that. All right, this is from my friend Sherry. Hello, Cab. I had an uncle that would drink beer and then whiskey and water, and he would scare me when I was younger. He would yell at me and say, "You shouldn't have lied to me about having homework." And my aunt on my mom's side still drinks, and they think, and they like to drunk dial. Okay, they like to drunk dial my mom and make up lies. It just all hurts me that my family has to drink so much. My mom got pulled over once when I was younger and had been drunk and had a case of beer in the trunk. And that's your story. That's your story. Sherry, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you, my friend. So if that can help someone else in the crowd, I hope it can. If there's anyone that wants to come up tonight and share their story up on my panel, here's your opportunity. Okay? Send me a message, I'm in, via email or Twitter or Facebook. I'm in, and I'll bring you up on the panel, all right? But I feel better in knowing you before I bring you up on the panel, all right? If I don't know you and I don't recognize your channel name, please appreciate that I'm not going to bring you up until I get to know you a little bit better, okay? Elias Alonso said, Judy, my brother is an alcoholic and he's abusive with his family. And now your story hits me hard. Proud of you. Tiffany Pagoda said, thank you for sharing your story again tonight, Judy. You're an inspiration to so many and your healing journey is beautiful. I'm so honored to see it unfolding. Art Conklin. Art says, good to hear your story, Judy. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Facebook. Does anyone want to come up? I don't see anything over at Facebook. Go over to Twitter. Nothing over at Twitter. Hold on a second. Yep, I do have something at Twitter. Hold on. Control V. I'm going to send a link to my friend Juxtapose. Juxtapose, come on up for a minute. Share your story. Control V. There you go, Juxtapose. You got a link sent to you, my friend. Come on up. And nothing over at the emails. All right. For those that shared tonight, I appreciate it. Thank you. Your stories were very important. And I hope that maybe just one of your stories helped save a person's life tonight. And I hope that it might have turned over a new leaf for that one person out there that is consumed by this addiction called alcoholism. I hope so. Judy the Gothic Angel said, "You're welcome. Don't stop doing what you're doing, Cav 7. Nope, I don't plan on it. The only way I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing is if YouTube said, hey, we don't want you doing that no more." So I just sent an invitation out to my friend Juxtapose, and he said he'd come up for a minute or two and share a story. And I think probably after Juxtapose, I'll probably close down for the night. I was really hoping that this would be like an epic live stream, and I'd have, 20, 30 people come up here and share their stories. I guess I was, for myself, I got too excited about it, right? I did. I got too excited about it. And my hopes were higher than what they should have been. And I hope that y'all can understand that. So I just want people to be helped out. Right? I just want people to be helped out. And the more people that know about it, the more they can be helped out. Thank you, Jenny Marceth. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Zach Sanford. I appreciate it. Sadly, the one who needs it are probably at the bar. That's a possibility, Pickle. That's a possibility. GSS videos at Cavso and I have just messaged you on Facebook. Okay. Juxtapose says, I'm sorry, Cav7. Something came up, so I won't be able to come up tonight. I'm sorry. Okay. I understand. It's all good. Much love to you there, Fighting Spirit. Not a great gamer sending you love and sausage. Hey, much love and sausage, and I don't know how to do a sausage, so. But much love and sausage right back at you, not a gamer, not a great gamer. Hashtagging Cab7, we trust. Aw. Tiffany Pagoda, you're a beautiful light, Cab7, and you shine bright and steady. Thank you so much, Tiffany Pagoda. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go over and check over at Facebook. I got a message from GSS Videos. Hold on a second. I'm over at Facebook. Now, do you want me to read this out? Do you want me to read this out on my live stream? GSS, just let me know. Okay. You can do, mate, if you would like. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, I'll read this out. This is from GSS out in the chat there. When I used to work for a pub, my manager, who has the same name as me, used to take the mick out of me for being disabled. I can't read very well or spell very well. He used to chuck plates at me. Also, when I was at college, I used to get picked on there by a man called Iona, who used to take the mick out of me being disabled with my learning disability, which is hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus. That's what turned me to drinking. And I used to wake up every day to 3 cans and took 3 cans with me to college and had another 3 cans at home after college before work, and are used to drink after my shift at work and when I got home. That is my story. So if you'd like to share that with your live broadcast, it'd be cool. Thank you for sharing your story there, GSS. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. You know, when I used to go to AA meetings long ago, I heard a lot of stories. A lot of them were heartbreaking. Many I could relate to because somehow their lives were like mine. I suppose if I walked into an AA meeting today, it wouldn't be any different than it was long ago. People sharing their stories about their lives and how alcohol took control of them. A lot of times I'd count my blessings that my stories weren't as devastating as theirs were. There's always going to be someone out there that's worse off than yourself. Either way, we all go through those hardships. We do. And to one person, your hardship might be nothing, but to you, it was something big. And it was something major in your life. And I totally get that. Tonight was a night to talk about alcoholism. The alcoholic and you. Let's talk about it. You're welcome, GSS. Thank you for sharing. The Moser Boy, good evening, my friend. So I'm hoping that people are enjoying the direction of my channel. And it's talking about hard-hitting topics that affect all of us somehow, some way or another, right? And I hope that you continue to keep coming back. There's going to be some hard-hitting topics down the road, no doubt about it, because I've got plenty of them. But please keep in mind that if you know that you can relate to these stories, don't hesitate to come up on the panel and share yours, okay? You could be an inspiration to someone else that needs to be inspired. I'm going to close this live stream tonight. And tomorrow night, I'll come back with another hard-hitting topic. I won't tell you until tomorrow night. I want all of you to have a good night, good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you might be at. For those that came up on my panel and shared, thank you. Thank you. For those that left donations tonight, I appreciate that. That's certainly going to go to those that need to be lifted up in a genuine way, okay? Tell your friends about this place. It is such an important place. I just wish there was a way of getting it out there to where more people could see it. If it means just to help out one person, just one, because of this channel, then I've set out to do what I've wanted to always do. Lift up people one person at a time. You got yourself a friend right here in Cab 7. And I may not be everyone's cup of tea. I get that, all right? That's not my goal in life, to make the whole world like Cab 7. But for the people that do stick around, hey, hold on tight and enjoy the journey, okay? Because we're doing it together. God bless every single one of you. Remember to be kind to one another. Be kind. And always pass the peace forward to the next person. For those people that don't believe in a higher power of God, I'm not here to bring you to church, and that's not what this place is about. But I will say this to you. Love and light. And may positive vibes go your way. There is a beautiful gift out there that one person gives to another, and it's the greatest gift in the universe. It's called love. When's the last time you said I love you to a spouse, to your child, to your parents? When's the last time? Yesterday's gone. Can't bring it back. Tomorrow's not promised, and all you've got is right now. What are you waiting for? Till it's too late? Don't say to me that I didn't warn you. Okay? Tell those people that you surround yourself with every day and every night, your family. Let them know how much you care and how much you love them. All right? If you're blessed to have kids, tell them every day, 100 times a day if you have to, I love you, I love you, I love you. Lead them in the right direction. Teach them good morals and values. And when they do good things, tell them every time, I am proud of you. Because by the time they reach adulthood themselves and they have their own kids, they'll remember you, mom and dad, or to that single parent out there. They'll remember you. And all those things that you said to them, they'll take bits and pieces of it, and hopefully they'll pass it forward to their kids. It makes for a better world, I suppose. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, okay? I don't take none of you for granted. I appreciate you being here. Keep spreading the news that there's this channel on YouTube. It's called Cab 7. And it's a guy that simply wants to lift people up, one person at a time. Take care, my friends. Take care.